A mermaid carrying her child was hunted by fishermen. To protect the baby, she had no choice but to place it in an empty little boat. Reluctantly, she kissed her child once before swimming away in haste. To distract the fishermen, the mermaid mother swam toward the deep sea. Halfway there, she suddenly surfaced. Her breathtaking beauty instantly captivated the fishermen, who forgot to slow down and crashed straight into a nearby lighthouse. When the mermaid mother returned to look for her child, she discovered that the little boat had already been taken away by a couple. At the same time, the two suddenly heard a baby crying on the boat. Searching around, they found the mermaid's baby. For them, unable to have children of their own, it was a gift from heaven. They decided to keep the child and named him Cody. Watching them take away her baby, the mermaid mother wept bitterly, silently vowing that one day she would reclaim her child. Soon, 13 years passed. Cody had grown into a handsome young boy, but his body seemed different from others. Every time he drank water, he gulped for a full minute, shocking his friends waiting in line. He felt an unexplainable thirst for water, and every time he dove in, he felt utterly free, swimming with astonishing speed. On top of that, electricity would occasionally spark from his fingers, though Cody dismissed it as his imagination. On his 13th birthday, however, his friend Jess noticed scales growing on Cody's hand. Cody realized that whenever his body touched water, scales would appear, and once the water dried, they would vanish. Jess believed it might be a form of atavism and invited Cody to his home for research. Jess's house was filled with mermaid statues. Cody didn't know that Jess's father was the same fisherman who had once chased his mother. The man immediately felt a strange familiarity when he saw Cody. When Cody asked about mermaid legends, the man firmly declared that he had once seen one with his own eyes and had searched for her for 13 years. Later, on Cody's 18th birthday, something strange happened. Whenever he touched someone he liked, his body released a surge of electricity. A girl's hair floated from static, though Cody was unaware. His hands also developed a mysterious grip, stronger by the day. He even thought he had watched too much Spider-Man. Downstairs, his parents suddenly heard him calling for help. When they rushed to his room, they saw Cody hanging upside down from the ceiling with no support at all. His mother immediately took him to a clinic, but the doctor insisted it was simply a normal stage of puberty. As Cody's scales became more frequent, Jess grew skeptical. Comparing them with illustrations in his books, he realized Cody's scales looked very much like fish scales. He asked Cody to try talking to fish, and to their shock, one simple command sent fish leaping from the tank. When Jess placed a light bulb in Cody's hand, it lit up with a blinding glow. Still, Jess hesitated to believe Cody was a merman. Back home, Jess searched through his father's research but was caught. When he questioned him, his father admitted he had seen a mermaid years ago, though no one believed him and mocked him as a madman. That was why he swore to catch one at all costs. The next day, Jess showed Cody under a microscope, confirming his scales were nearly identical to a fish's. Cody was indeed a merman. Unable to accept the truth, Cody pressed his adoptive parents about his past. Fearing losing him, they tried to hide it, but Cody wet his arm under a faucet and scales instantly covered it. Faced with proof, his parents confessed that they had found him suddenly on their boat during a trip. Determined, Cody returned to the sea where he had first been discovered. But then, he was captured. When he awoke, he was on a boat. Turning around, the fisherman saw the mermaid mother following. He had used Cody as bait to catch her. At that moment, Jess also arrived, pulling off the tarp covering Cody to find that his feet had turned fully into fins. Without water, he would die of dehydration. Yet the fisherman activated a massive net ready to trap the mermaid. Knowing it was a trap but desperate to save her son, the mermaid mother swam toward them. As soon as she surfaced, the net fell over her. She struggled fiercely, but it was useless. Jess, seeing this, grabbed a knife and dove into the sea, slashing the net despite his father's protests. The mermaid escaped just in time, leaving the net empty when pulled up. Spotting his son in the water, the fisherman jumped in but could not find him. Fortunately, Cody appeared in time, rescuing Jess and dragging him to safety. But Jess was no longer breathing. Despite everyone's desperate efforts, his pulse did not return. In a last attempt, Cody told them to stand back. He placed his electrified hands on Jess like a defibrillator, and finally Jess began breathing again. The fisherman then realized his son Jess was what truly mattered, finally letting go of his lifelong obsession with mermaids. From the water, the mermaid mother watched the scene on shore. Cody too realized he did not belong there. With a heartfelt farewell to his adoptive parents, Cody returned to the sea, becoming a true merman at last.